Yo, what is up everyone? It's your boy VDog, Vlogs V Games, back at you again with another YouTube video. Today, we're going to be reviewing the Microsoft Foldable Bluetooth Keyboard. So I got this keyboard about like a year ago or so, and I gotta say it's a pretty nice keyboard. I mean, the unboxing experience, it's great. This is a magnetic thing here, so in case you want to keep it in the box when you're moving it around, which is what I do, because I mean I can't really find a box to put this in besides the one it comes with. And plus it's durable and it holds the charger in it. And speaking of charger, it's a Bluetooth keyboard, meaning it has to be charged. And I think most Bluetooth things are, charged. You have batteries and you would charge them up. It comes with a USB charging cable. It's I believe a micro USB to USB, USB 3.0, USB 2.0, the old USB, as some people call it. So when you open it, let's look at the box first. So you see the Microsoft logo right here, and you see some summary over here about how it works, or what it is. Over here you see it works with Windows, it works with Android, it works with the iPad, and it works with the iPhone. So if you're an Apple user, you can use this. If you're Android user, basically anybody can use this, which is nice. I mean, Apple, they'll go and they'll make their own kind of stuff that work with Bluetooth, and sometimes it won't work with other devices. But since Microsoft made this, Microsoft high quality companies, so they make sure everybody can be able to use their products, and plus they make maximum profit with that. And it's not a bad product. Anyways, on the back over here you'll see a lot of writing. Basically it's telling you how it works. It's some highlights about how you compare two different devices with it, so you can alternate between the two devices. Over here you'll see that it's like resistant, so if you drop it in water, if you get a little bit of water in it, it should be okay. But if I'm reading carefully, I do not believe there is a waterproof rating like IPX7. No, it just says spill resistant, so I don't know. There's fabric, and apparently the keys on the keyboard, they protect against liquids, so I don't know. But anyways, let's open it up. So over here would be the plastic thing, it would be hanging, and then you would get it from the store. You take it off the hanger, you'd buy it, and you'd bring it home. So you would clip this thing like this, and over here on the side you can see the measurements for it, in case you're curious when you're buying it what the size of it is. So you would clip this thing, and it would open up like that, and it opens up a lot. So like a high amount of what do you call it? It's very flexible, so it'll go to probably around 200 something degrees. Over here on the left hand side you will see some instructions. Over here is showing you you would turn it on by opening it, and you turn it off by closing it. You would over here would after opening it, you would go and hold the button, the Bluetooth button, for 3 seconds, and over here you would swap between Android or Windows. Yeah, Android, Windows, or Apple product. And over here you would go into your device's settings and you would connect. Now if you would like to charge it, you would plug it in, okay, and there's a spot on the keyboard where you plug it in. And over here when it's blinking, then that means when it has a red light, actually, that means it has a low battery. So yeah, that's what's on the left hand side when you open it. Now we get to the keyboard. So when you pull out the keyboard, you just do this and it comes out. Now with it came out this. Now this is where your charging cable is going to be. Since I have a lot of these charging cables, I don't need to use this. So it's been in the box for the whole time. And you pull it out like this, and you see it's a 3.5 millimeter. It's not 3.5 millimeters, sorry. It's a micro USB to USB 3.0, USB 2.0 compatible cable for charging, and it just slips back into there. There's no specific writing on here except for how it's I believe this says it's recyclable. That might be the recycling logo. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, so that might be the recycling logo right there, right here. And this is just probably some item number. There's nothing written on the other side though, so that goes back in there. And behind here you'll see the user manual if you have any questions, if anything breaks down. things like that. And this is just a placeholder kind of piece of cardboard, so when you put it in, you know, you can put like maybe I guess you'd put stuff under the keyboard. If you're someone who likes to carry cash around with you, you'd put the cash under. But this is not really designed to be carried around in different places, so it's not going to be highly durable. But like I said, it survived for a year, so I mean, hey, it's got to be a nice product, right? So then you would just close it. There's nothing else in here. It works with Windows 10, which is nice. Now, speaking of compatibility, I have been experiencing a few compatibility issues with this when I first got it, okay? So I had this iPad, and it was roughly 3 years old, 2 years old. It wouldn't work with the iPad. Now, I believe that is because the Bluetooth compatibility thing, you know, the thing that connects with Bluetooth that they put in the iPad is too old, was too old. So, you know, I got rid of that iPad and I have a newer iPad and it connects to the newer iPad. But I'm thinking that your Bluetooth has to be, I'm reading on the back over here and it says Bluetooth 4.0 enabled. And that device was running something older than Bluetooth 4.0. So I'm guessing that might be the reason why it wasn't connecting. So, you know, everything makes sense now, right? And this is the tiny thing that would go over here when you close the keyboard to keep the keys from touching each other, I guess. I don't really know. And it has more model number stuff on it. I don't know if you can even see that. Yeah, okay. Anyways, this is what the keyboard looks like. So on the inside, you have a lot of keys. You have QWERTY and UIUP. I don't really know how to pronounce those things, even whatever. Here is a home button, so in case you're using something like a device that has a home button or like a Windows that has that, you know, 4 rectangles that are forming a window, you can press that, it'll go home. Over here you have like Command FN and Control key. These can be used to, you know, do commands like copy, paste, you know, different kinds of things. I have not tried it with Mac OS, but maybe it'll work with a MacBook. I don't see anything specifically on the box mentioning Mac OS. I see Apple iOS 7.7 through 8.1. So basically, iOS 7 and higher, it'll work. Which is nice because, I mean, you know, iOS 7, that's a pretty old iOS. So, I mean, oh, okay. So it was created in 2015. So, I mean, my bad. It's a little older than a year that I've had this. But, hey, it's helped me go through my life a lot recently. Because it's been coming in handy. Okay, now we close this up, right, and it turns off. And over here it says Microsoft on the front. And that's a side view that was on the box. Here's where you would charge it. You would just plug it in here, and then you plug the other end in a laptop, and you can charge. Or you could plug it into a wall, but you need a brick. And this doesn't come with the brick, sadly. But if you have a device that you're connecting to this that should have came with the brick, and you could use that brick. So, I mean, I don't know what to say there. It'd be nice if it came with a brick, but for the price range I got this for, I'm okay with not having a brick. When I'm looking at how it's closed, I'm seeing that there's a little bit more space here, and you can kind of see through on this side in between the keyboard, and on the other side you can't. So see when I like squish it down, it'll like take that gap away. So I'm guessing that that's what the paper thing is for. Maybe it was made to fit in there. Okay, anyways, on the back, you'll see a lot of labels, and main highlight is it has a model number in case this gets lost. You can track it, I don't think that's how it works. And some emergency information and a lot of labels. I don't understand why there's all that many labels. I don't know what most of them mean. I know one of them says you don't want to, what is that, trash it or maybe recycle it, and yeah, some other stuff I don't understand. Anyways, back to opening it. So it's magnetic when you close it, so when you're storing it, you know, it'll stay nice and compact. Now I notice when I'm squeezing it like this, some of the keys are getting clicked, so I guess that's like a bad quality kind of a thing. And when I'm bending it a little, I'm already noticing that it's some things are going I just heard a little when I bent it. So I'm not going to put this through the bent test, but it is pretty tilty, especially right here. When I do this, you can see that not only is this top part moving, but it's also bending a little right here. So I'm guessing that's because there's space bars there and there's not a lot of support. And plus there's a good amount of spacing on the bottom right here. There's a good amount of spacing here, so that's probably why I'm getting that little bit kind of sound. Anyways, you saw when I turned it on, this light turned white, this light turned white. That means it's connected. Boom. Yep, like I said, you would open it up and you would press this button to toggle between iPad, iPhone, Android, and Windows. I believe that's Android, or maybe it's Google Play. It's one of those things. And over here, you'll find the light, which will turn white when the battery is fine. It will turn red when the battery is low, so you know when to charge. That's a nice feature. I don't know what to say about the keyboard, except that it's clicky. Like, I mean, if you're typing on this keyboard, you're going to notice, look at that. It goes in, like, pretty deep. Like, I'm guessing it's at least a couple millimeters deep. Like, compared to the Apple MacBook 12-inch, these keys go in maybe double or triple the amount that the Apple MacBook 12-inch keys do. That's mainly because this, it's the keyboard. I think it has a different kind of it definitely has a different kind of system. So it's not going to be the butterfly mechanism like you would see on a MacBook. It's a different kind of mechanism, and honestly, I kind of like it. I mean, with a MacBook, when you're typing, you're not going to get that much noise. You're going to get more of like a... Sorry, just trying to simulate the sound. So you see the difference. Like, I mean, it's going to be quieter on a MacBook, I believe. Now, that's only because I've only tested a MacBook key. If you're looking at a laptop that is a little older than a MacBook, like the new ones, so it's probably 4 or 3 years old. You know, those laptops usually had DVD players, and you know, they had USB 3.0, headphone jacks, you know, all that mumbo jumbo, and they had pretty clicky keys. And honestly, when you're typing on those things, it made a lot of sound. Now, this is me slamming my fingers. This is me just typing. So you can see that, you know, there's a difference in the sound that this Bluetooth keyboard is going to make compared to the keyboard on your laptop. But overall, I love this keyboard. Like, I have nothing to complain, except that I just noticed it's not as durable as I thought. So I'm going to be a little more careful with it. And I'm noticing that not a lot of dirt is getting in here. And when you turn caps lock on, it just turns white. And you turn it off, it turns into nothing. One thing to complain is the space bar. It's divided. I mean, I'm the kind of person that doesn't really like that kind of, those tiny things really disturb me. And the keyboard, like, I mean, when I'm typing, there's this space that I have to, like, bump over. So I'm going H-E-L-L-O, and I'm like M, and then if I want to go to the Y, like, you know, it's just these tiny things. And when you press down on the G and the H, you know, and then you go a little to the left and you feel that barrier, and it's not the world's most comfortable barrier, but it's a pretty durable barrier, so nothing to complain. Alright, like I said, that's the only thing I have to complain. Nothing else. Durability, kind of bad, and keyboard design could be a little different. Overall, great keyboard, especially for when the time it was made. It was pretty, in my opinion, pretty revolutionary. Very helpful keyboard if you're looking for a keyboard that is going to get you through school and is going to be light. I mean, this thing is pretty light and a little durable, then you will not go wrong with this keyboard. Like I said, I recommend keeping it in the box that it came with, because no matter what I put it through in this box, it survives. Like, I'm being honest with you. Like, it's going up and down and squished and left and right, all that kind of stuff. This still survives. It's fine. The keyboard, nothing is wrong with it. It still works. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is bent. Nothing is cracked. Okay, so like I said, great keyboard. Recommended if you're someone that's in school, or maybe for work. Maybe you're someone that's typing a lot and you want something that can be portable and a small. Maybe you don't like your laptop keys, you want Bluetooth keyboard. This is a nice keyboard. Not the best keyboard on the market, but a keyboard I recommend. I like it. I recommend it. I told you what I don't like about it. But this is an opinion-based video, so it's not going to be for everyone out there. But I recommend it because it's a high-quality keyboard. Thank you for watching. My name is VDog, Vlogs, V Games, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!